Hi, my name is Jeannie Wren. My husband Terry, my son Kevin, and I came to this church in 1996. We have been a part of so many different ministries in this church, and it's been our privilege. In December of 2021, in the middle of our remodel, Terry, Kevin, and I got COVID. And so we ended up going to the hospital. I sent Terry to one hospital on the 30th, and then I drove Kevin that same day to that same hospital, St. Clair's, fully expecting that they would be in for a little bit and then come home. Little did I know that that would be the very last day I would see them in person. I ended up going to the hospital on January 2nd, but they didn't take me to St. Clair's. They took me to a different one, to Good Samaritan. It was a very difficult time. I had the faith that all three of us are going to come out of this, and it just didn't work out that way. On January 8th, I had to give the okay for Kevin to be airlifted to Oregon to be put on an ECMO machine. And that same day, I had to give the okay for Terry to be taken off the machines that were breathing for him. And so he went to be with the Lord. I went into the deepest, most horrifying, hellish depression pit I have ever been in my life. I didn't want to live. I was refusing my medication. I was only eating a little bit, just enough to keep me breathing a little bit. I ended up having a reality check when I had some type of reaction and I couldn't breathe. So the doctor is telling me, well, you told us not to give you medication, so we can't treat you. So at that point, I decided, okay, let's do the medication again. February 8th it was, I had the rare bittersweet experience of having to tell them to take Kevin off the ECMO machine, and got to talk him through for an hour and 15 minutes as he transitioned to his new home in heaven. And that was probably one of the most difficult things I had to experience. But at the same time, oh, God, in His infinite mercy, gave me such support and such love. I can't explain it except to tell you that it was like a King David experience. If you remember when he and Bathsheba had the one baby, and he was really, really sick, and King David was down in the dumps, and he was in, ashes and sackcloth. And when the baby died, he got up, he got himself up, got dressed, and started eating. Well, that's what happened with me. The Holy Spirit just infused me, and my will to live came back. I was just ready to go, knowing that God had a plan for me, obviously, or He would have taken me with them. After 4 days, I was out of the hospital. And throughout this whole story, I want to tell you that God moved heaven and earth for all of us. He had His army all over the world, including my family here, my church family, praying, visiting, doing everything you can think of. I had friends that were talking to the medical professionals for me and helping me that way. My neighbors were taking care of my home, paying my bills. I had other people just sending me gifts, and just the church helping me in many ways. God's love through all of you and through all the people that we have known in our life has been overwhelming. You know, there's a song that talks about the goodness of God, and it says that it's going to run you. Well, let me tell you, it done caught up with me, ran me over, and I'm bubbling out with it. It's just amazing how much love that has continued. My dear friends Guy and Robin literally took me into their home after I got out of the hospital so I could convalesce. So I was there about 2 months. I moved into my house, and bless their hearts, Chet and Gary finished the remodel. And I don't want to embarrass anyone, but I have been very blessed. People just have donated things and donated money just to help me, just because they love me. And it's so true that God is the defender of the widow and the orphan. He will take care of you. I cannot tell you how much his relationship with me has deepened. Is the sweetest I have ever experienced. And honestly, I would not trade it for the world. So I just want to say also that there's no one that can make beauty out of ashes like our wonderful God. I love you all. And I'm here for you, and I'm here with you.